Tonight, one man is dead and another injured following an accident in Grosley in the wee hours of Monday. A major disaster was averted thanks to the quick response of fire officers in the south. And Faces of Cancer calls out politicians for neglecting the biggest killer in St. Lucia.
I get the feeling that it's not a priority for when it comes to politics.
We have the details coming up.
This is the Hot 7 Nightly News with Lovely and Amy Joseph.
Good evening. It is Monday, the 18th of February 2019. Welcome to the Hot 7 Nightly News. We're also being simulcast on Kiss FM Radio. I'm Lovely St. Amy Joseph. Thank you for joining us. In the wee hours of Monday, an SUV reportedly ran off the road near Johnson Center, ejecting one of the occupants. Elik Prosper is dead as a result. Another person is nursing injuries at Victoria Hospital. The police traffic department has said that the death of Elik Prosper marks the first road fatality for the year 2019. In other news, a disaster was averted in the heart of Vieux-Fort on Sunday evening that forced several people out of their homes as fire personnel extinguished a fire set on a pile of garbage. The fire, which started out in an old pickup truck in the residential area, blazed out of control, inciting concern from neighbors and other residents. The fire started at about 8 p.m. and lasted almost 30 minutes before one concerned resident called emergency personnel for fear that his nearby business and home would also be burned. The West Hall Group community, also known as Mang, is congested with dozens of houses built close to each other. A fire to any one house would mean that many of the predominantly wooden homes in the area could also be affected. Neighbors declined to speak on camera but have called for action from authorities to ensure that the incident does not happen again. The blaze was extinguished in less than 5 minutes, and a derelict vehicle was completely burned and a nearby shipping container was partially burnt during the blaze. Efforts to get a comment from the owner of the vehicle and the man responsible for starting what was supposed to be a small functional fire proved unsuccessful. In other news, Faces of Cancer is feeling neglected and forgotten by the powers that be. Founder Dorothy Phillips says whilst the government and opposition play games over St. Jude and the Owen King EO hospitals, cancer, which is the island's biggest killer, is continuing to claim lives and nothing much is being done to prevent it. Rochelle Gonzalez reports.
As the seemingly never-ending battle between the Alan Chasney-led administration and the opposition St. Lucia Labour Party continues to rage on concerning the fates of the St. Jude's Hospital, the Victoria Hospital, and the Owen King European Hospital, one organization is left hanging in the balance. The founder and president of Faces of Cancer, Dorothy Phillips, says whilst the powers that be fight each other, the island's biggest killer continues to leave an unprecedented number of bodies in its wake, and nothing is being done about it.
I get the feeling that it's not a priority for when it comes to politics. I remember the last elections, I had an interview with Timothy Polio, and I was saying I have gone through both of the manifestos and there seemed to be nothing in there for cancer. And I was very concerned about that. And we're just seeing the manifestation, nothing was in there, so it doesn't seem to be a priority for anybody. We have people going for assistance now and being told there's no money, when there was supposed to be a medical fund set up by the ministry to assist people going through cancer.
Phillips says she has tried, albeit in vain, to get answers about the fate of cancer patients in St. Lucia, where the healthcare facilities are concerned.
The answers were not very comforting. To this day, nobody us being one of the stakeholders in the whole cancer thing, nobody has come to us and said, this is what we have in store for cancer patients, although it is known all over St. Lucia that we advocate for cancer patients. But there seemed to be no dialogue, no consultation as to what next and what is happening for the cancer patients in St. Lucia.
The FOC president made this appeal to the government on behalf of cancer victims, especially the less affluent.
There are a lot of people coming down with cancer in St. Lucia. And unfortunately, it's a lot of the middle and lower income people that cannot afford. So we need cancer care to be part of the government system where we can assist our people. We do not want it to be only in private hands. We want to know that the poor people that are dying prematurely of cancer, they have a fighting chance also, because at the end of the day, they are human beings just like everybody else that can afford to go overseas or go to private people. So we want the government to respect our people, because inevitably we do not know who the poor and the middle class are. They could have some brain power that can just grow St. Lucia in ways that you never know, because you never know. So we want them to pay attention and do something for the people that are fighting cancer in St. Lucia.
Philip herself is a breast cancer survivor after being diagnosed in 2008. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I'm Rochelle Gonzalez.
One regional organization seems to have gotten it right the second time around when the board of directors reconvened earlier last weekend to discuss some pertinent issues, including that of a landmark court case which has set precedent in the Caribbean. Trisha Lionel has more.
The Eastern Caribbean Collective Organization for Music Rights made its quorum at the February 16th meeting after failing to meet the requirements weeks before. Already several meetings have been held regionally in St. Vincent, St. Kitts, Grenada, Dominica and Antigua, with St. Lucia being the latest to discuss various issues pertaining to ECHO. Martin James says that non-compliance of broadcasters remains a major issue for the organization.
The distribution and the amount of the revenue that is actually leaving the country and going to the foreign territories because of the lack of compliance of some of our broadcasters, and that is something that we've been working on, but it is something that we needed to bring to the membership so they now could understand why a lot of that revenue is leaving the island and going, because we have too many of our broadcasters not being in compliance with the laws, and that we needed to bring to them. We also needed to bring to them, of recent, you would have heard of the Megaplex case where we won them at our first hearing, and they appealed, and they won the appeal on a technicality. And we needed to bring that to the members, because now that is something that you need the approval of the members, and you need the blessing of the members as to how you proceed.
In a civil suit, ECHO sued Megaplex for copyright infringement and asked the court for damages. ECHO won the landmark case in 2017 at the High Court against Megaplex Entertainment, which operates Caribbean cinemas in St. Lucia and across the region. The ruling was overturned after an appeal was placed by Megaplex. There has been no official word on whether ECHO will contest the ruling. James, himself a former president of the Police Welfare Association, says he is particularly impressed with the willingness and cooperation of the police commissioners in ensuring that laws pertaining to music rights are adhered to.
St. Lucia actually took the lead in having a good relationship with the Office of the Commissioner of Police, and we really want to applaud the Office of the Commissioner of Police for working with ECHO and some of the other agencies as it pertains to to have an event, to have a live. To have your loudspeaker license, you must obtain an ECHO license as part of what it is, because it is the right, it is the law, and that is how we operate in St. Lucia.
Martin James was elected chairman of ECHO in December 2018. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Trisha Lionel.
Thank you, Trisha. This is the Hot 7 Nightly News. When we come back, the St. Lucian public is urged to be a part of a vigil to raise awareness about cancer. A US-based St. Lucian author is hoping to tackle bullying and encourage friendship one bench at a time, and find out what the future holds for coconut vendors in the north. Stay with us.